Good morning, Lake Champlain Waldorf School community. I know you are wishing that you were here with us all at our community work day. This is the third one that we've had to work on our outdoor classrooms and all of the campus beautification projects that we need to do to be able to start strong and healthy in the fall, like Governor Scott is planning for. We have people who are staining the kindergarten fence so it can do its job long into the future. Thank you, everyone. If you hear that tapping, it is not in fact little gnomes, as you might sometimes suspect. We have a bunch of volunteers working on building 40 convertible desk benches that are going to be used for our outdoor classroom. We also, of course, have the melodious tones of the weed whacker from the hill. This new amphitheater is going to be one of our outdoor classrooms, and of course that's familiar to many people in our community because that's a project we've been working on all this past year thanks to the incredible generosity of one of our donors. There's the hammers and the volunteers, hard at work. We're also working on disassembling these pallets. Part of being able to do the outdoor classrooms well in this site, which does include some sensitive wetland areas, is the construction of elevated boardwalks that are going to allow our students to move through the wetlands in assigned, predictable, low-impact ways so that we can really be living into our environmental mission. Jen brought zucchini bread. You can't have any because you're not here in person.
Oh, it's a shame.
You won't make that mistake next time.
Amy, do it.
No, thank you, Jen.
Let's come on across the bridge and we'll check out one of our outdoor classroom sites. The trail looks a little bit different now. Don't worry, this is not the final version of our walkway. Here in this clearing, we'll have the dodecagon classroom. We'll have 12 pillars. We're using the living trees as much as we can, and then they'll converge over a central point. We're using a retired parachute cover to keep off the wind and the rain because they're really strong and really lightweight. That was Mike Doran's idea. I can't take credit for that one. We'll have a chalkboard mounted on this tree over here, and then our teachers will also be equipped with portable chalkboards. So if they want to reconfigure it around a central point or in some other way, they've got that flexibility. We'll have those convertible bench desks that allow the students to be in writing or drawing or main lesson mode, or also to then sit back and listen to a story and have a different sort of experience of their lesson. Farther into the woods, we'll go there a different time. You'll come across a half circle of trees that we're going to be using as our Monogwinoc classroom. This is the Abenaki word for rainbow, and the intention for this classroom is that it will be an elevated platform with a curved canvas covering. And it will have a post for a portable chalkboard. On beyond that is the bobolink nest classroom, and that will be a woven perimeter of branches and over a elevated tent structure that will peak up quite high in the middle, and the students will be able to crawl in through the entrance and then come out into their bigger space. And let's see, then on around that way or over around that way, south of the playground, east of the playground, is the Nimbus Classroom, which will be open air, brilliant shining sun. Some teachers have some ideas for that one. And again, the convertible desk in neat rows focused on the chalkboard. Back this way is the Chrysalis Classroom, and that one will be earmarked mostly for the upper school students. And it will consist of hanging hammock chairs around on an octagonal pergola, where they'll be either concentric or in rows. The teachers are still sort of working out what's their preferred configuration, and then of course a chalkboard there. And I'm really excited about that classroom space for conversations where the students are needing to look at themselves as being different than the group. We have this whole new anti-bias curriculum, and some of those conversations can be really hard. And for the sexuality education programs, where we've all seen those teenagers trying to retreat into their hoodies during those conversations, now we're actually going to be having a classroom that allows them to be in their own insular little cocoon and honor that need for them to experience themselves as different from the group in those conversations. In our next video, you'll be able to actually take a peek of that classroom coming into being. And if you're here in person, you can even be part of screwing in some hammock chairs.